Welcome to Living Smart with Valerie. I'm Valerie, of course, and we're talking money. To introduce myself today, I thought what better way to do that than to go through my bag and talk a little bit about maybe some of the financial choices it took to get some of the things in that bag. Let's get down to business. This, of course, is my bag. This is a bag that I bought secondhand on the RealReal. It was vintage, I think, at this point. I have no idea. It wasn't something I started doing, like secondhand shopping, because I wanted to save money. However, it's been something that's been helpful. I couldn't find pieces that I liked in store. And I'm not a big online shopper, but if I'm online shopping, I want I want interesting pieces. And that's what she was. She's real leather. She feels fantastic. And since she's secondhand, she does have some, balding on the edges of the leather, but for $30 in this economy, steal isn't even the word to describe what this bag is. But let's get inside. I think this planner was about 30 some odd dollars, maybe 40 including shipping. But it's from Papier. If you cannot tell, I have a knack for brands that I cannot pronounce. I'm learning though, and my 3 years of French in high school should have paid off, but it didn't. I can speak Spanish though, just very quickly. This Pat McGrath was about $29 from Sephora. She is a splurge, but she's beautiful and she's worth it. I have it on right now, but I don't typically wear like a heavy amount in like settings like this. I try to only wear a heavy amount on like, nights out and stuff like that. Nights when I really want a glittery lip, but right now is not the time. I just want a little sparkle. This, for me, was a save. I needed a moisturizer because my skin found out it was November and decided, even though it's 80 degrees outside still, it wanted to attack me with its dryness. So I needed this, and I bought it on Amazon. I overnighted it. I had ran out of my other moisturizer, and I needed something else. So this was it was a save and a splurge at the same time because it's cheaper than my typical moisturizer, but I overnighted it, so that was more expensive than if I had waited and bought in store. But in total, it was cheaper than my usual moisturizer. This is another lip product. If you're noticing, I have some stuff I like. I like lip products. This is a splurge as well. This is $18, and it's kind of just lip balm, but I love mint scented products, so it was worth it. And it is sticky, but not too sticky, and it's kind of just perfect. They describe it as a balm. I don't find that to be totally accurate because when you think balm, you're thinking like a chapstick material. This is a lot more of a gloss, but it's not high sheen, but it's like thick in a way that a gloss is, which is good because it is meant to be hydrating. This is my holy grail right now. Like I said, my skin found out it was November. I'm noticing in my purse today, I actually don't have what I meant to have in here. So these are like my first or second AirPods I ever had. I meant to have my new AirPods in here because that was a splurge. When I started working here, my first week, this is my first job out of college, so very relatable to many. It was like the first thing I bought with my check because I needed new AirPods, but I couldn't tell myself I couldn't live without them. But in my defense, there's only one and it's broken. It like won't hold a charge. So in my defense, I needed it. Did I need it right then, right there? No. A lot of the splurges are makeup, they're expensive in terms of makeup products. Like I paid more for both of these than one typically would for makeup products. This is from Lush and this is from Glossier. I can't remember how much either of these were, but this was not as cheap as it could have been, and neither was this. I think they have to be somewhere around $20 each. This was a save. This is e.l.f. I don't wear mascara, so I was like, I don't feel like it makes sense to splurge on mascara, and it does not. This was about, I don't know, it's been a minute, so I think maybe $6, $8, who knows, cheap. I don't have a lot of stuff in, well, I do. I have my jewelry, and we'll talk about it real quick too, because this was in my bag in my defense. All the jewelry on my wrist right now is secondhand. I bought it from an auction. I found this company doing online auctions through estate sales. I think it's just called estatesales.com. So my rings are not secondhand. My rings The ones I have on today, I do have rings that I did buy secondhand from an estate sale. These two are not. This was a gift. This was a gift to myself. It was inexpensive in comparison to how much rings cost, like in general, and especially how much rubies cost. This was my graduation gift to myself after I graduated college. Well, it wasn't. I didn't buy a class ring, so I bought myself this. I really don't have that much in my purse, and I thought I would. That would describe me financially. Maybe it makes sense, but I hope that was enough for you to see, get a good feeling about who I am and what finance looks like for me. If you have any topics you want me to cover on Living Smart, feel free to comment them. I'm happy to explore them. As much as I do love to hear myself talk, this isn't just for me, it's for everybody who can find me relatable.